Wow.
Welcome to PricePlow.
What's happening, PricePlow Nation? All you vegans and anti-dairy protein consumers are looking for something a little bit honey sweetened? This is Mike Roberto, founder of PricePlow, and I'm not a vegan, but today I'm putting on my vegan hat, or actually kind of my vegan fro, and we're gonna do a little bit of protein reviewing. And so today I have EVL Nutrition, otherwise known as EVL or EVL Sports. They have a bunch of names. We call them EVL. They're stacked plant protein. So it's Thanksgiving, November 22nd of 2018, and this is actually an interesting story because this is gonna be my final meal before I begin a long fast. I gotta get this review in here, and you can see, I will be honest, these products were sent for free. They have not been opened yet, so we are gonna do a raw taste testing right off the bat. Smell it. I have the chocolate and the vanilla flavors here, and so we're gonna talk about which one I like best and see if this is worth doing because as we know, some of these plant-based proteins, they're not gonna be a milkshake. It's not gonna be like a whey protein isolate, or any of that stuff. But for a lot of the vegans out there who need to get their protein numbers up, this is a great way to do it. So we're gonna talk about that. Now, yeah, they were sent for free, and EVL does sponsor a spot on our homepage, so I gotta be open with the business relationship there and everything. But the truth is, as we know, I'm not a vegan. In fact, I'm kind of getting more towards the more carnivore side of things, if anything. But I do like to review these occasionally because sometimes dairy messes with a lot of us. So you don't need to be a vegan to like this stuff. Anyway, hence the massive stack of EVL products back here. Actually, this pump mode product's pretty damn good. We got to review that at some point. So we're talking about stacked plant protein, and so they have this whole series of stacked protein, and then they have a whey isolate actually that came out recently that I haven't reviewed. So I want to get into that after my fast. Each scoop is 36 grams, and that's going to provide you with where's the protein? 20 grams of protein. So most plant proteins don't have like a crazy high ratio, but it's only 2 grams of fat, 4 grams of fiber, and outside of that, 11 total grams of carbohydrates. Now, only 2 grams of that is sugar. Most of this, we're gonna break down this label and we'll show some B-roll shots of this. Most of this is pea protein, and then after that comes inulin actually. And so that is a prebiotic fiber, and it's going to be used to add to the fiber amount. So there's somewhere maybe around 3 or 4 grams of that, and then comes the rice protein. So we can tell that this is gonna be like probably, I would say like at least 17 or 18 grams of pea protein, and then a little bit of rice protein. Then come the natural flavors, the cocoa in this one, and the chocolate flavor, and then there's some extra stuff here though, apple powder, oat bran, and some of these may provide some of the fibers and stuff. And then the sweeteners, that's where we gotta talk about what's different here and what EVL is doing differently. And we've always liked EVL for their flavor game. That's why I like to show their stuff. Actually their fruit punch BCA energy, which I don't have back here. Oh my God, it's my favorite fruit punch. I talk about it every time I write a blog post about EVL stuff, I have to bring up the fruit punch BCA energy. So I'm a huge fan of their flavorists, but there's a difference between being good at flavoring like a fruit punch powder and flavoring a plant protein, especially if you're not, a company that's been doing that forever. And so here's the sweetener is actually cane sugar and then honey powder. And that's helping out the stevia extract. As far as the thickeners, we have xanthan gum, and then they come in with a couple extra things like kale powder and spinach powder and alfalfa protein powder, which may kind of smooth it out and add a little bit of those extra phytonutrients that some people want. And that ends up giving us a total of 130 calories, 2 grams of fat, 11 carbs, 4 of those being fiber, 2 sugar, and 20 protein, and a decent amount of iron. So pea protein, bring in most of our protein here. Let's go with the initial sniff. Now we want this scoop to be 38 grams, and we're gonna weigh one out on my cell phone camera over here and splice that in. And so this is the vanilla. Now in the whey isolate, I brought that up because they just released the whey isolate. I didn't review it, but the chocolate is reviewing way better. So hopefully they're using some pretty dank chocolate so they can cover this up. Now you can already tell this looks just like a lot of the other pea proteins out there because it's kind of not clumpy, but the powders kind of stick together a little bit more. Okay, this is the kind of custardy smelling vanilla that I always like. It's usually it's whiter, but not gonna be with pea protein. But right off the bat, I could tell that they went in heavy on the vanilla, and that's what you kind of gotta do. Might as well smell the chocolate while we're at it. And they're saying 6 ounces of water, so I think they're looking for a thick mix here. A lot of times they say 6 to 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of water. 6 ounces. And we're not going to use a blender ball because not everyone has one, but I do have the 2 shakers with some cold water. Honestly, the vanilla smells a lot better than the chocolate so far. The chocolate just smells like pea protein. So with a little bit of chocolate added. And it smells like a lot of the other vegan powders. So nothing much different, but that vanilla did actually bring in like a scent that I am actually appetized to want to drink even as a non-vegan. And that's a good thing. And okay, so let's switch over to camera 2. Let's weigh out a scoop and make sure we're getting, make sure we get about 38 grams in our scoop. Otherwise, I'll let you know if you have to do it heavy or light. You should use a food scale if you're not interested in wasting too much money though on a heavy scoop, or if you're an absurd calorie counter, which is what's gonna be the experiment starting this channel, so subscribe. Now, I swear I saw the scoop here before and then I lost it. Oh, the scooper's buried. Oh, here's the truth. I'm probably gonna end up sending this tub to someone unless I ferociously love it. And this vanilla one's got my dirty hands all up in it now. Look at that. Oh. All right, scoop is teared out. Let's now it's teared out. We are recording. Give me 38 grams. This stuff can be fluffy, so there's lots of different ways of packing this. It piles up pretty well. I packed this tight. Oh, look at that, 37.6. We're just gonna go with it. Yeah, so pretty tight packing. Not insanely tight, but definitely not loose. So as you saw right there, we have a nearly perfect scoop, 37.6 grams, and we wanted 38. I am happy. Now, I think there's one thing. We do need to look at the differences between the chocolate and vanilla one more time. Chocolate has 18 servings per container. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit heavy. I did pack it too tight. Okay, so we pack it slightly light. 36 grams in the vanilla scoop, 38 grams in the chocolate scoop. So go a little bit lighter. The reason I bring this up is because vanilla actually has 19 servings times the 20 grams of protein. Chocolate only has 18 servings times the 20 grams of protein. That cocoa takes up more money, takes up more space. They want them to weigh the same. Well, guess what? You get an extra scoop's worth of protein with the vanilla. 20 extra grams of protein in this tub. So if you're like crazy PricePlow penny pincher mode, then you gotta go with the vanilla. All right, that's shaking up, and I can tell you this is like shaking up thick. And they say to shake it for like 15 and 20 seconds. Not a single clump. Just some bubbles, but oh wow, that's like thick. I can feel it like sludging around in the shaker here. So you probably can go with a higher amount of water. And we're just gonna go with that heavy packed scoop there to get our 38 grams. All right, chocolate mixes super well as well. I'm gonna do some B-roll, show you what it really looks like. We're gonna go with vanilla first. It smelled better and it's not gonna blow up the palate as much, so I hope. All right, cheers to the vegans. All right. That is thick. That's good. That's obviously a plant protein. Don't get me wrong. But it's at the point now where the thickness is way closer to the milkshake thickness consistency. The added inulin. Interesting. You're not going to get around this pea protein taste though. There's a little bit of that rice grit. There's a good bit of the rice grit. And this vanilla is good, but it's like you have a really good vanilla that's still mixing with pea protein. I don't get what I was looking for in that sip, and I already drank half of this. What I was already looking for in that sip was a little bit of the honey flavor. I don't get any honey. I'm not seeing any greens like the spinach or like alfalfa kind of stuff. I'm not feeling any of that, but it is a little bit different. There's no stevia afterbite. So the cane sugar plus the honey plus the stevia is a good way of doing like a not too many carb way of sweetening this up. I think keep drinking it. This is actually pretty good. All things considered. No, is it a whey protein? No. But is it good? Yeah. If you're a vegan, I'm already on board with vanilla. Our chocolate here, it smelled like that pea protein taste. Are they going to be able to mask it with this chocolate? And sometimes chocolate doesn't mix with stevia, so let's see how they do there. Wow. This, so far, I haven't had them all. This is the best chocolate vegan protein I've had yet. Wow. Okay. The powder didn't smell as good. Doesn't matter, because as I was bringing the smell up to my mouth, as I was bringing the shaker up to my mouth, the actual shake itself smelled like a regular protein shake. And then the flavor, it's still a vegan protein shake. This beats PE science. Guys, Interesting. For all you meat eaters, I know you want your... If you're a meat eater though, and you don't want too much dairy though, this could be doable. We are getting there. Oh my. Honest fact, it's too thick. The 6 ounces of water is too little. I like that because I'm like, oh, these people say to use like 8 ounces of water and it's too thin. This is the opposite. I actually go with 8 ounces of water here. I think the inulin is thickening up. It's like gelling with, it's almost like a casein shake where it gels with the water. It's like the inulin is doing that here. It's getting thicker. This is damn enjoyable. All right, so specialty flavors. So far, the best I've had is the PE Science Cinnamon. If you're a cinnamon fan, that stuff is really good. This chocolate, they went in heavy enough with enough cocoa. Dude, I like the smell of the vanilla powder, and it's good, and it's thick, but this chocolate, I don't know how many of these people are going to want me to review because everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, you got to try like the Orgain. I've never had that, or some of the other ones. This chocolate one's got to be on the vegan list. Okay, if you're a vegan or a plant-based eater out there and you want to try something new, this EVLution Nutrition stacked plant protein, this chocolate is a must try. A little bit more water because it's getting like thicker and thicker. I'm blown away here. Damn. Now it's so sludgy, I can't even, I'm not even gonna get the bottom out of it. Okay, we're gonna do some B-roll. And the B-roll, I'm actually gonna probably add a little bit more water. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna follow the instructions. I'll do what they say to do. Okay, so, wow, as far as vegans go, this is PricePlow approved. Is it worth the one less scoop? Is it worth losing 20 grams of protein to get this chocolate flavor over the vanilla? If you have the budget, I'm gonna say yeah. This chocolate is really good. I think vegans are gonna be really impressed with this. Again, no stevia afterbite. This is a high carb product. Let's not lie about that. There's 11 grams of carbs here, 7 grams of active carbs. Only 2 of them are sugar. So you have a decent amount of carbs. Guess what? The vegan diet, it's a high carb diet. So I'm about to be done with carbs. Oh, also there's 180 milligrams of tart cherry added here, or so they say. Rice protein, apple powder, oat bran, cane sugar. Okay, the one thing I missed. Guys, I'm confused. Here's where I'm confused. I see 180 milligrams of tart cherry right here. I've seen the greens on the label. Find me, where is the freaking tart cherry on this label here? So we do have some probiotics. That's always appreciated. Papain, protease, amylase. That's good for digesting proteins, which we have here, and the carbohydrate starches, which we have here. That's the protease, papain, which comes from papaya, and amylase, which is great for the digesting the starches, especially if you don't have a lot. It should start in your saliva. You should be chewing your food more, getting that amylase going, breaking down the starches. Digestion begins here, not here. Anyway, there also, though, this label says 180 milligrams of tart cherry, and I'm not seeing any tart cherry on this damn label. Am I blind here? It's late, but I'm just gonna go right through the ingredients. Pea protein, inulin, cocoa, processed alkali, natural flavors, rice protein, apple powder, oat bran, cane sugar, honey powder, salt, stevia, xanthan gum, kale powder, spinach powder, alfalfa powder. In the active ingredients, or in the nutrition facts, kind of the supplement facts here, I have the lactospore, papain, protease, amylase. So I have Bacillus coagulans is a probiotic here, and then we have the digestive enzymes. All that's cool. They forgot to, I think, guys, what's up? Forgot to put the tart cherry somewhere on this label. So is it in here or not? So tart cherry is good for recovery. Long story short. Anyway, may have found a bug there. We will buzz our friends at EVL, but we're going to buzz this video anyway because this protein should be checked out by the vegans, and this has gone long. But thank you for watching. My name is Mike Roberto of PricePlow, and in the next video, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to finish these shakes, do some B-roll, and then we are going to begin a fast. And I'm going to not eat. I'm gonna go on a water fast until I'm in ketosis. So if you are into that kind of thing and a little bit of biohacking, we're starting up with that. Subscribe to the channel. Anyway, PricePlow.com/EVLution-Nutrition is where you can save on this stuff. And I do recommend checking out the chocolate if you're vegan. If you're not and you're still watching, then oh, cool. I guess we had some fun together. These chocolate proteins are getting there, but they still aren't as good as the milkshakes. But damn, at this point, I mean, if I wasn't feeling like good in the belly and I was like, oh, I don't think I want some dairy, I could see myself just taking one of these and not being bothered one bit. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Welcome to PricePlow.
It is too late on Thanksgiving. I've only had one beer today.